And this is where so many of you get stuck. You're waiting to feel 100% sure. It's not that you're looking for clarity, it's that you're looking for certainty before you move. But clarity comes with action. Hey, friend, welcome back to Prophetic Breakthrough for Christian Women. This is your host, Amy Wadlington, and I am so glad that you are here. Trying a new mic out today, so let me know if it sounds weird. Leave me a review or send me an email. Leave me a comment on Spotify. I last time recorded, my dog was sneezing and she was ringing her bells, and then my furnace went on, and I was thinking, it is time to make a change. So we're going to try something new today. So today we are talking about struggling to trust God and 3 steps on how to find clarity in His plan. What if the reason that you don't feel clear isn't because God is being silent, but because you don't fully trust what He has already said? Why is it so hard to trust God, especially when life doesn't make sense? And what do you actually do when you're sitting there thinking, I just want to know it's Him. I don't want to get this wrong. If you've ever felt stuck in that tension, this episode is going to speak right to you. Today, I am going to walk you through 3 steps to help you trust God so that you can actually get clarity on your next step and move forward with confidence. Let's dive in. Do you want to step into the calling God gave you and dream big again with Him, but feel stuck, buried in doubt, and constantly pulled under by the chaos of everyday life? Hey, I'm Amy, Christian life coach, girl mom, and wilderness season survivor. I help women gain confidence in their calling through spirit-led coaching and prophetic insight, because that's what finally changed everything for me. If you're ready for the confidence to move forward so you can get unstuck, grab a pen and some paper, silence the what's for dinner mental loop, and pop in those earbuds. Let's go. Friend, before we get started today, I want to personally invite you to my Clarity Bootcamp. If you have been overthinking, second guessing, or constantly asking, is this God or is this me? This is exactly what we're going to solve. Inside this bootcamp, I'm going to show you how to calm the mental chaos, hear God clearly, and actually take your next step with confidence. You don't need the full blueprint of your life. You just need clarity on your next step. Go register through the link in the show notes at amywadlington.com/bootcamp. It is April 7th and 8th, so it is coming up. And once you sign up and register, come join the Facebook group, my community at amywadlington.com/community. I'll send a link in the email after you register, because that's where the community is, and that is where all of the replays will live, and that is where I will be pouring into you even deeper. Okay, let's dive in. I remember being at the swimming pool when I was little. I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. I was there with my mom and my brother was out there just having the time of his life. He's jumping off the diving board, swimming around, he's laughing with all of the other kids. And I was standing on the edge of the pool, not having any fun at all, because I was scared. I was afraid to jump in. I was afraid that I was going to go under. I was afraid to let go of the edge of the pool if I did get in. And I remember my mom standing in the water with her arms out, and she kept saying, Amy, jump. I've got you. I won't let you go under. I promise I will catch you. And I believed her, but I also was still scared. I knew that my mom loved me. I knew that she wasn't going to let anything bad happen to me, but I still stood there hesitating, frozen. And I remember that moment when I finally made the decision to jump, and she caught me. And I remember the feeling of relief and excitement. And honestly, I was really proud of myself. Like, I did it. And after that, I wanted to do it over and over and over again, which I'm sure drove my mom crazy. But that is what it's like sometimes with God, is that we're afraid to move forward. But the truth is that I had faith in my mom. I knew that she would catch me, but I didn't fully trust her until I jumped. And that is exactly where so many of you are right now. You believe that God is good. You believe that He has a plan for your life. You believe that His promises are true, but you're standing at the edge. You have faith, but you haven't taken that full jump of trust. And that's what I want you to hear today. Clarity doesn't come before trust. Clarity comes after trust and obedience. You don't get full confirmation and then move. You move and then God meets you there. So let's talk about how to actually build that trust. If you are struggling to trust God, the first place that we start is not action, it's in his presence. When Moses encountered God at the burning bush, he had to turn aside. He had to stop what he was doing and give God his full attention. And then God spoke. When Paul encountered Jesus on the road to Damascus, his whole life was flipped upside down. And what did he do? He didn't run out and start preaching immediately. He didn't even convert to believing in Jesus on the road to Damascus. He went to that room in Damascus and he fasted and he prayed and he waited. Some of you are asking God to speak, but you haven't slowed down enough to hear him. You're looking for clarity in the noise of the world, and God speaks in the stillness. So here's something simple that you can do today. Set aside 10 minutes, no phone, no distractions, and just sit with him and ask him, God, what are you saying to me right now? And write down whatever comes up. Start a journal of what you feel like God is speaking to you, because trust begins with recognizing his voice. And the word says that his children will know his voice. And then the second step is to surrender. This is where it gets real and it gets hard to do because the reason most of us don't trust God is because we're still trying to control the outcome. Moses literally said, "Who am I to do this?" He doubted himself and he questioned God. And Paul, he was blinded completely, completely dependent on God for every next step. And here's the truth, that saying that says God will never give you more than you can handle, that is not biblical. God will bring you to the end of yourself, and he will bring you to a place where you realize, I can't do this on my own. Why? Because that's where dependence is built. That's where trust is formed. So let me ask you, what are you trying to control right now? Your timeline, the outcome, how it's all going to work out? Because control and trust cannot coexist. So here's your step. Write it down. What am I trying to control? And then ask God, what would it look like to release this to you? And even physically open your hands, put them out and upwards, and say, God, I trust you with this, and hand it to him. And then the third step to build trust is through relationship. Trust is not built overnight, it's built through relationship, over time, through experience, through seeing his faithfulness over and over again. If you think about Paul, his entire life became a journey of trusting God step by step. And the woman with the issue of the blood, she didn't just believe Jesus could heal her, she trusted him enough to move forward and toward him and to grab his garment in a public place. What she did was really risky. She was bleeding in public, which was against the law, and she could have been punished or stoned to death, and she went for it anyway. That's trust. Faith says, God can heal me. Trust says, I am going to step out into this and believe that He will heal me. And this is where so many of you get stuck. You're waiting to feel 100% sure. It's not that you're looking for clarity, it's that you're looking for certainty before you move. But clarity comes with action. So here's what you can do for this one is start a list every time God has been faithful to you in your life. Write down every time that he has shown up for you, every time that he has provided, every time that he has spoken in your life, because the more that you remember his faithfulness, the easier it becomes to trust him with whatever it is that you're looking to trust him with today. So if you're struggling to trust God right now, here's what I want you to remember. Number one, get in his presence before you ask for more clarity. Number 2, surrender what you're trying to control. And number 3, build trust through relationship and small steps of obedience. You don't need full clarity, you just need the courage to take the next step. Friend, if you're sitting here thinking, okay, this is me, I've been stuck, I've been overthinking, I don't trust what I'm hearing, then you need to be inside the Clarity Bootcamp on April 7th and 8th because I'm going to walk you through this step by step. You're going to learn how to calm the chaos, hear God clearly, and actually move forward with confidence. Go register at amywadlington.com/bootcamp. I will put a link in the show notes, and I can't wait to see you there. And don't forget to join the Facebook group after you sign up. That's where the community is and where all of the replays will be. And if this episode spoke to you, I would love it if you would leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or drop a comment and a review on Spotify. It really helps more women like you who feel stuck and are desperate for clarity to find this message. It's like a ripple effect, and I really appreciate every single word of encouragement and review that you guys leave. All right, friend, thank you so much for joining. Until next time. That's it for today, friend. I pray that this episode blessed you or stretched you in all the right ways. If it did, would you please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts? It truly lights me up to know that this show is helping you, and your reviews help other women find the clarity that they've been praying for. All right, go clean off that pile of laundry from the treadmill or the chair or whatever piece of furniture it's currently living on, and I'll see you back here soon for another episode. Bye for now.